My strong rockets. These are missiles, yeah. These are fucking missiles. I'm 100%. This is, yeah? We're going in here 100%. I'm going into this fight 100% Conor McGregor, not 92. 100% Conor McGregor. So it has to be really meticulous. We were right there with the last one. As a unit, we do it, right?
UFC is set to stage an event at the White House as plans take shape for this unprecedented card. Conor McGregor has already emerged as the central figure. Interview 2.
Conor McGregor was saying he wanted on the White House. Now, for Conor McGregor to be on the White House, Conor McGregor wants $100 million and he wants 100 golden visas. So Conor's essentially saying, you need me on the White House and you're gonna pay to get me on the White House. To do something that 745 people would do for free. He's essentially asking.
His training with a clear sense of direction, treating this comeback as a statement instead of just another fight. And the intensity of his preparation hints at something more significant, leading to questions about whether his requests were fulfilled, and if the potential opponent is still in play, which sets the stage for breaking down how this fight is shaping up.
This camp's some hell of a camp, but he's taking one hell of a camp. You're gonna get seriously fucking way better this camp. Camp 100%. This is, yeah? We're going in here 100%. I'm going into this fight 100% Conor McGregor, not 92. 100% Conor McGregor. So it has to be really meticulous. We were right there with the last one. As a unit, we do it. Let's go, let's go. My strong rockets. These are missiles, yeah. These are fucking missiles. Key camera.
Speculation online is linking Conor McGregor to a possible matchup with Jorge Masvidal. Dana White has dismissed the chatter entirely, saying he pays no attention to internet rumors and isn't aware of these claims, even as social media pushes the idea as a major development for the White House event, with his reaction suggesting that fan-driven hype and imagined scenarios don't necessarily reflect what is actually in motion.
Conor, Hamza, this is Conor. Brother, Conor is too old, bro. It's finished. Salam alaikum.
UFC has been coordinating with the White House for months to meticulously design every element of the event. And Dana White described the card as something truly special, explaining that the team has developed highly detailed visual models of the entire location, accounting for the layout of the grounds, as well as how lighting and shadows will affect seating and atmosphere, which to him underscores that this is not simply another show, but a rare, one-time opportunity to produce an experience that...
You've heard the new talk is that Conor McGregor, Jorge Masvidal could be a potential.
Oh, no,
What's your thoughts? Oh, you haven't heard this?
No.
This is the biggest thing on social media now. Everyone's talking, yeah, that Chandler's out and Masvidal's in, and it's Conor and Masvidal.
You know what's funny? So in my algorithm on Instagram, I have nothing MMA.
Right?
Literally nothing MMA pops up.
Oh, mine's politics.
Algorithm.
That's my...
Yeah, mine's definitely, there's some politics, but yeah, I don't listen to any of the goofy shit.
No.
That goes, no.
Is that considered goofy?
That's goofy shit. Yeah. The MMA world, I don't listen to any of that shit. So literally none of...
With Michael Bisping drawing attention to Jorge Masvidal's lengthy career and emphasizing that his outspoken backing of Donald Trump has kept him in the public eye, noting his appearances at rallies and within Trump's circle as reasons he would naturally align with a White House-associated event. And from Bisping's perspective, K-clash between McGregor and Masvidal would deliver a high-impact, headline-grabbing matchup.
So yesterday, my team, they put together, we come up with a whole plan for production, how it's going to work. My head of production, Craig Borsari, has been working with the White House, for a couple months now, and they build this video rendering of like every tree that's on the property and all this stuff. It's exactly the way it is. We can literally the sun, how the sun will hit the seats at certain times, what it'll look like when it's dark.
Crazy.
This is going to be so badass.
Yeah.
It is. And it's a one-of-one in our life.
That if McGregor fully commits to training, it's reasonable to believe he could recapture much of what once made him a global UFC icon. It's pointing back to his meteoric rise that included the Eddie Alvarez championship victory, the lightning-fast knockout of Jose Aldo, and the combination of confidence, sharp talk, and presence that elevated him to unprecedented stardom, noting that despite years away, a severe leg injury, and extended time off, that ability hasn't disappeared, and with the right mindset and structure, a version of his best self could still resurface. Interviews.
And as I said, when you look at Jorge Masvidal and the career that he's had, and then you remember Jorge Masvidal has been a massive supporter of Donald Trump. I think he's spoken publicly at rallies for Donald Trump as well. So he's certainly in the good graces of the Trump family, right? And they're the kind of people that they're going to want at the White House. Conor McGregor versus Jorge Masvidal. That'll be a sensational matchup. Michael Chandler, of course, losing to Paddy Pimblett the way that he did. And then, of course, when you look at the majority of fights that he's lost, okay, it doesn't really put him in too good of...
Himself added fuel to the rumors when questioned about a possible clash with Conor McGregor, even as Dana White had already minimized the idea, with Masvidal suggesting that something significant is in the works, stopping short of confirming anything but implying that supporters could soon receive what they're anticipating and potentially more, while stressing that major announcements are on the way and could cause a major...
You abandon all the yes men. If you get rid of all the distractions and you get in the gym, it's not unthinkable to think that Conor McGregor could get just somewhere near the form that he had when he made his rise through the UFC. Remember 2016, that performance against Eddie Alvarez, the one-punch knockout over Jose Aldo, right? The rise through the UFC. It was like nothing the sport had ever seen before. And then, of course, combined with the brashness and the trash talk and all the rest of it, and the swagger and the confidence that he had, and the humor and the one-liners, you put it all together, the man became the biggest star that the sport's ever seen. 4 years away, I think it is, or 5 years, whatever it is, it's been a long time, and he broke his leg, but he's back training, he's back in the gym, and I tell you what, right, me and McGregor, we've gone head-to-head, we've talked a bit of shit over the years, but you can't deny the talent the man had, and if he locks in and he's disciplined, you can get almost back to that. If
McGregor's punching threat while presenting himself as a step ahead, claiming he reads attacks before they ever connect, and portraying the potential bout as a straight stand-up battle where McGregor's trademark strikes wouldn't stand up to a more refined and experienced striker, while also brushing aside questions about McGregor's delayed trajectory by referencing the UFC's analytics-based matchmaking and asserting that, from his perspective, he has always been the most high-risk and attention-grabbing choice.
On this, is it as big as they come? Because we've seen on the internet, you versus McGregor. Dana White stated that he's no longer interested in McGregor versus Chandler. So then all of a sudden this report comes out, and I'm wondering, does it have legs? Does it have traction? Is it a possibility?
You never know, right? Shit, give them what they want, not what they expect. I could say some big news. You know, I have some fight news coming soon, and it's very big news. And I can't deny or confirm what you just said, you know?
Yeah.
You just gotta let the tips fall where they may, but definitely some big news.
Conan shared what he described as concrete details about the rumored White House bout, stating that the initial idea involved McGregor taking on Justin Gaethje, stressing that this wasn't guesswork, while also explaining that McGregor has zero intention of returning to the 155-pound division for several beyond the scale itself, with Sonnen noting that the former champion is unwilling to make concessions for that weight class, effectively ruling out any lightweight.
You're talking about everybody else but me, because he knows I'll snipe his ass quick. That little lucky left shit he does ain't gonna work with me, a premium striker, brother. I'm gonna see that shit a mile away and slap him in the face. You know, so I don't think Chris Brandon ever would have been good. I'm gonna beat the fucking dog shit out of him, straight up stand-up style.
Are you surprised?
None of that grappling. I'm just gonna get in your face, knee your ribs, elbow your fucking face. It's gonna be a fight, man.
Are you surprised, Jorge, that he's moving on, Dana White is, from the Chandler fight? Because it's been like 2.5 years in the making. They were supposed to fight 2 summers ago. Like, are you surprised that he was that dismissive of it in that interview?
I mean, Chandler's a big name in the sport. He's a huge name and stuff. So I don't know. I don't know how close it was to begin with to being on the White House card. If that was all speculation from the start, or at one point the UFC did want that fight. I don't know all these things. You know, it's just I know that they have a very in-depth team. That they have a guy that counts comments when somebody gets a picture. They have another guy that's looking at just the algorithm. They're having an in-depth team of who's gonna make the biggest noise possible. And I'm sure they're running through that team and they're gonna decide, you know. If you ask me, obviously it should be.
Sonnen clarified that, for the moment, a McGregor-Gaethje matchup remains a possibility, but he raised doubts about whether McGregor should even step into a 155-pound title fight, noting again that the former champ has no plans to cut to that weight. Still, the UFC continues to explore the idea, and Sonnen emphasized that fans have been promised a particular showdown and have shown patience, suggesting that once every option is weighed, the matchup the audience has been anticipating could very well come back into focus. Interview 11.
This is not speculation. I'm going to share inside information with you, but the plan, right? Everything's a little loose, but the plan, the operating plan was that Conor McGregor at the White House would fight Justin Gaethje. So it was also a belief. One thing Conor does not want to do, and again, this is not speculation. I'm protecting my source, but telling you, giving you some real information here, accurate. One thing Conor does not want to do is go down to 155 pounds. And he doesn't want to do it for a number of reasons, and none of which bigger than just going, why? What for? Like, that's not what this is about. It doesn't matter what this weight class is. Okay. And I'm very confident in telling you that Conor will not go.
Also shared his perspective on the possibility of a grudge match between Justin Gaethje and Conor McGregor at the White House on June 14th, coinciding with America's 251st birthday, acknowledging McGregor's legendary status while asserting that Gaethje has reached a whole new level, despite both fighters being similar in age. Abdelaziz lightheartedly mentioned the need to keep things civil, given the White House setting, but emphasized that if the fight goes ahead, it would feature two top-tier strikers at the height of their abilities.
Right here, right now, Gaethje McGregor is still on the table. And I think that should be pulled. I do not believe that Conor should walk into a title fight, but moreover, I will tell you, and Conor will too, he's not going to 155. Now, the promotion does not yet have that through their head. They are still pushing for Conor and 155. This is all extremely accurate information. So I think there's a lot of options for McGregor. I really think that if it's not him versus Chandler, it should be. We really should look at that. We fans were promised a certain fight. We fans have been pretty damn patient. And I don't know that side was considered. And I think that when that side does get considered,
doubt that although Conor McGregor has collected more championship belts, a showdown with Justin Gaethje should have occurred years ago. He described the potential matchup as monumental, noting Gaethje's intimidating presence and understanding why McGregor might have been hesitant given the high stakes. Still, Abdelaziz stressed that if McGregor is willing to take it on, this would be the definitive fight and electrifying battle between two elite fighters with everything on the line.
Belt, grudge match, June 14th, America's 250th birthday, Justin Gaethje versus Conor McGregor. What about that?
You think it's just so many possibilities, man.
But you understand, America's birthday, bring an Irish drunk guy to the White House, make sure he doesn't have any drugs on him or cocaine, fight Justin Gaethje, fight Conor, been running for all his life. But I think right now Conor's, I think right now he doesn't have options. Or he can do whatever he wants, but I would love to see this fight. And I think, listen, I might not like Conor, but I think Conor was at one point, he was a really, really good fighter. And I cannot take this away from him, you know? But I believe it's level to this. And I believe now Justin Gaethje is on a different level. They're about the
Isn't letting Dana White's remarks dampen his ambitions for a bout with Conor McGregor. He insists that a matchup with McGregor is the most logical path for him, but he's prepared to face any opponent that comes his way. Chandler remains focused on high-profile fights, whether at the White House event or against other top contenders, and is determined to make an impact against one of the sport's biggest stars, approaching the opportunity with confidence, drive, readiness to shine when the moment arrives.
championship belt and Gaethje. I honestly, this fight should have happened a long time ago. Be honest with you, but it never happened. But it is what it is, you know. Can you imagine? You think what's a bigger fight than Conor McGregor versus Justin Gaethje?
Dude, that would be an amazing fight. And I know you said a number of times it almost came together.
I want to come together because I don't think Conor, he wanted to fight Justin. Justin Gaethje is a scary guy. I don't blame Conor, you know, if you want to fight with him. He has too much to lose. But Conor right now is just having fun. If this is what he wants, if I was a fighter and I have to fight, that's the fight I'll fight, me personally, you know. But in a way...
On the other hand, John and Nick aren't convinced a McGregor versus Chandler clash would make much of an impact in the lightweight division, suggesting that fans would get far more excitement from seeing McGregor face someone like Nate Diaz, Mauricio Rua, or another marquee opponent. Focusing on matchups that carry real stakes, they noted that the bout would likely take place at 170 pounds, further reducing its significance in the lightweight picture, emphasizing that the most memorable fights, send those that truly shape the division, come from high-profile, consequential.
Who's the opponent? Dana says it's not Conor, so we'll see who it is.
Do you have a preference if it's not Conor? Obviously, I know you want to fight Conor, but
I mean, obviously that's the fight. That's the fight to me that makes the most sense when it comes to Occam's razor. Like, the most obvious choice should be the choice. The most obvious solution should be the solution. We've already got the build-up. We've already got the backdrop. We've already got the animosity. We've already got the footage. But with that being said, if it's not him, I mean, I think I've kind of gotten into a point too where there's this rejuvenation also where you're like, hey, obviously I've had my sights set on that, and if that's kind of the letdown and that doesn't happen, man, like, I want big fights. I want to get back in there and fight a top guy. I want to get back in there. I don't think my last performance was indicative of my actual skill set and my fire and my passion for the sport, just for some outside circumstances. But man, I don't have a preference, but I want a big fight, you know? So we'll see what happens in March. Max versus Charles. Armin's out there always talking about people.
That's true.
But I mean, these are not fights that I necessarily deserve, right? We're in this sport where you're like, hey man, you just lost your last fight. You can't go out there and fight number 2 next. But man, I just hold it like this. Whatever comes my way, comes my way. But hopefully Conor at the White House.
Yeah.
Just don't ask Dana.
Yeah, don't ask Dana.
Just don't ask the boss.
Nobody.
Battles. Adding to the drama, Armin Tarukian made it clear he's only interested in either a title shot or facing McGregor, refusing to enter the octagon under any other scenario. He confidently declared himself a nightmare matchup for Conor, insisting the UFC wouldn't make the fight easy given the threat he would pose. So the big question remains, who is McGregor training so intensely for will actually face him? At the White House? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for the latest updates. One thing is certain. This is a showdown no fight fan will want to miss.